Back on the Coach's Corner, John Stanko of ICGales.com, being joined by Iona College softball head coach Melissa Inouye. Coach, you now stand at 5-1 in the MAC. This past weekend, you split against Iona and then swept the Rider Bronx on Sunday. What were your overall impressions of your team's play this past weekend?
Always nice to play at home and especially get it a sweep, but we actually could have swept on Saturday as well. You know, a play here, a pitch there, a hit there, but overall, pretty good weekend for us.
How frustrating is it to lose a game when Alana Evans throws a one-hitter?
I think it's very frustrating, but she'll be the first one to say that, you know, it's hard to defend walks. So, and if anything, we didn't do a very good job of run support, giving her some run support.
Now, on the other end of the spectrum, sophomore Marnie Skinner has been basically unhittable for the past couple weeks. She had .44 ERA thus far this season in MAC play. What have you seen from her that's allowed all the success?
I think she's just, first and foremost, she's a big competitor, you know, and she wants the ball and always gives us a chance to win and keeps the ball in the ballpark and gives the infield a ton of work with the ground balls.
How is she able to do that? And seemingly every time she doesn't strike a batter out, it's a weak chopper to second base or back to her in the circle. What allows her to make that weak contact?
She's got really good control, really good command of her pitches, and honestly just locates really well.
And on Sunday, we had some drama in Game 1. Game went to extra innings. On the 9th inning, it was sophomore Jasmine Temple hit the walk-off home run. Did you have a feeling that was coming when the count got to maybe 3-1? Because I'll tell you that I did.
Yeah, she had kind of had a really locked-in, focused look, if you will, you know, throughout the whole at-bat. And I thought throughout the day she had some good swings. So it was nice for her to come up with that big hit, as she has a few times this year already.
Yeah, she's absolutely mashing the ball thus far during conference play. Now in Game 2, things got a little bit hairy in the 7th inning. Ryder got eventually, I believe it was the tying run on base. The final score was 4-2. You went out and took a visit to Alana Evans in the circle to kind of calm her down during all that chaos. What do you say to her in the circle that allowed her to regain her composure?
I'm really big on trying to reading composure and presence and kind of just reading their eyes. And when I went out there to talk to Lonnie, you know, I asked her if she had enough to finish the game, and she said she thought so, and I believed her, and I trusted her in that spot with her ability to get that strikeout, and I think it was only fitting that she was able to pull out another magic trick out of her pocket, as she often likes to do.
And this week you have 2 non-conference games before getting back into MAC action. You play Fordham on Tuesday, you play Army on Wednesday. What are you looking for your team during these non-conference games that are kind of sandwiched in between MAC play?
Yeah, you know, with the rescheduling, it's unfortunate, but hopefully with these back-to-back games, I think, if anything, I'm looking for maybe our offense to get a little better rhythm, you know, being able to have consistent at-bats from a Tuesday to Wednesday. It's kind of hard when you play Wednesday and you don't see a live ball again until Saturday. So my hope is that offensively we can get back into a rhythm and, if anything, gets more games under our belt to prepare us for the weekend.
Will we see more of maybe rookie Samantha Bender and senior Jessica Harkness against Fordham and Army, seeing how they didn't see action this past weekend?
Yeah, we always have to try to keep everybody fresh as possible and everyone, you know, as game ready as possible. So they'll both be pitching today and tomorrow, you know, to get some work in and as well as to keep them keep our staff competitive.
And looking forward to this weekend, 2 big road games at Fairfield, the defending MAC champions, and then at Quinnipiac, who's playing very well in the early conference schedule. I know it's early in the MAC season, but how big are these 2 games in the larger scope of the entire MAC season?
Well, you know, it is a big weekend, but we're just really going to focus on one game at a time. And today is obviously our focus is Fordham, and then we'll go from there. But it is overall a big weekend for everybody these next few weeks in MAC play.
All right, Coach, best of luck.
Thanks. Go Gaels.